Stadium. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards. Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
So the East All-Stars will get the first possession. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And, Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Take a break.
Yeah, that's a great comparison.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
And both free throws good for Jordan.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday, Clark. Can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. They get it back. Malone's shot, good.
And the 6'9" forward, Karl Malone, out of Louisiana Tech, playing for the Utah Jazz. Tonight, he's wearing number 7 to honor the great Pete Maravich, who himself was a 3-time All-Star with the New Orleans Jazz.
Clark, and amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
Trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
In the corner, Wilkins with it. Now Jordan. And when the jump shot is fallen for Michael Jordan, what can you do? He is unstoppable. English against Wilkins. Olajuwon on the wing. And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You got to set those feet.
Lever inside. He's against Jordan. And the basket by Olajuwon. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts. But you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed they do. And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. Malone finds English. Back to Malone from 17 feet out. And it's good. Assisting on the play was English. Malone's got his second basket. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the East. Jordan outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. A baseline J, and he hits the jumper for 2. Jordan's got 8 points. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. And, Clark, when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, their trade for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
Here is Thomas, following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. Here's Wilkins. The shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. English with no one around. The silky high release from Alex English.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in the 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny.
Jordan finds Bird. Offline with his three. Bird's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Lever against Bird. Malone down low. Larry Bird grabs the miss.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Jordan outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Amazing and remarkable, right. Wow.
One shot.
There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star game. You want to prove you belong out there.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the flow, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. Outside, English. Up top, Malone. Johnson outside. Just 5 to shoot.
Get there.
Rebound, Malone. Thomas with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Jordan. And no good that time. Here's Johnson. The pass to Olajuwon. East grabs the miss.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Lever with the steal. Banked in off the glass.
And Fat Lever, snubbed a year ago, now a first-time All-Star, well-deserved. He leads the league in triple-doubles, one of the original stat sheet stuffers, averaging 9 rebounds a game as well. Best by a mile for NBA guards.
Malone. Good D by Olajuwon. On offense, here are the West All-Stars. English passes to Johnson. Olajuwon outside. Top of the key, English. Lever outside. 6 on the shot clock. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's a 3-point West All-Star lead. Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And, you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did, and the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Lever against Thomas. Again, the West All-Star.
Lever will not pass up these kinds of shots often. A very aggressive scorer.
They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche.
Now, here is Jordan. Good on the bucket. Jordan's got 17. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level. At getting his hands up to block shots.
Now here's Thomas. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Jordan. Jacks up a three. Here's Wilkins. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And Dominique Wilkins is the go-to scorer for the Hawks. No question about that. And he's embraced that leadership role as well. Obviously a huge part of the Hawks' success.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pope loose. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Nine seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for the West. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. The West leading by 3.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello. His first time coaching in the All-Star Game.
We've got McHale. Michael Jordan is out there with Rivers. Then there's Dominique Wilkins. And it's Ewing in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Rivers passes to McHale. It's Jordan on the wing. And they double up Jordan. Rivers gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
That one goes in. Johnson's got the lead up to 9 now for the West All-Stars.
Magic Johnson in his 8th All-Star game now, 2nd in All-Star votes this year, and he hosts his own All-Star game in the summer in L.A. as a fundraiser, and I understand it's quite an event.
Clark wide open, high scoring both ways.
These tremendous All-Stars are putting on a tremendous show, Kevin.
What a blast. Well, Clark, there was some question whether James Worthy would actually play in this All-Star game.
Yeah, he's dealing with some tendonitis in his knee, and because of that, I think his minutes very well could be limited.
Yeah, he's got to pay attention to the big picture, doesn't he?
Yep.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the West. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. And Clark, not easy for these coaches to put their stamp on the game. Only a 1-hour practice yesterday to get acquainted and move through some sets.
And you know, Kevin, it's not about necessarily practice time. A few offensive sets is all that's needed. I think it's how you manage the players and give them a platform to have fun and do what they do.
That's a good point. Here's McDaniel. He's guarded by Rivers. And stolen by McHale. Jordan up top. Covered by Worthy. Patrick Ewing is a load inside the paint.
And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with rookie point guard Mark Jackson. They are a team on the rise. Book that.
Johnson, the pass to McDaniel. Shoots over Wilkins. McDaniel, no good. And the West has made their imprint here in the early going, Clark.
Unfazed by those that are predicting otherwise. They're playing with a lot of confidence and maybe a little bit of an edge, too.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
Yep. He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
James Worthy on the wing. Pass to Drexler. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Drexler's got 4 points this quarter.
And enjoying his finest pro season, Clyde the Glide Drexler making his second All-Star appearance. Worked over the summer with Kiki Vandeweghe to substantially improve his jump shot.
Now here's Ewing. McHale trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Ewing.
The #1 overall pick in 1985, and it was an all-star rookie season for Patrick Ewing. Hurt last year, but nice to see him back where he belongs, right in the all-star game.
Johnson against Rivers. Pass to Drexler. Over Jordan. And Jordan. Michael Jordan on the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Larry Bird's checked in for the East. Thomas comes in for Doc Rivers. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Malone's checked in for Worthy. Aguirre comes in for McDaniel. And Levers subbed in for Drexler. The West leading by 6. And Kareem looking to set the career record for All-Star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you got to love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
Yeah, a good one. And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about. And that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And the West All-Stars have possession. They've led by as much as 10. Johnson, the pass to Malone. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed.
And, you know, before every game, Karl Malone calls his mother back in Summerfield, Louisiana, to ask what numbers he should shoot for. Tonight, she said go for 25 and 11.
Releases. And another miss by the East. Fat Lever is a remarkable rebounder for a player his size.
And, you know, so far, I like the effort from both teams. It's an exhibition, but each team showing great pride. They're getting after it.
Now, here's Lever. He has 6. 4 on the clock. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. And Clark, so much talent for each side, but they've got to develop that chemistry on the fly, don't they?
Exactly. And that's what the coaches will be looking for down the stretch. Which group of players really complement one another and give you the best chance to win?
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Ewing.
A towering presence on both ends. Ewing is a nightly double-double threat for his team.
Lever kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Some nice passing here by the West. And Kareem, the elder statesman. 19 years in the NBA. Decades of dominance. Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jordan. The West All-Stars with the ball. Here's Lever. And Magic Johnson continuing to orchestrate beautifully.
I tell you what, the peripheral vision, the court awareness of Johnson, this guy always knows when one of his teammates is open.
On the wing, Bird. The pass to McHale. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Johnson. Over Jordan. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Lever. Now it's a 7-point West All-Star lead. Thomas dishes to Ewing. Here's Jordan. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Jordan's got 28.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Here's Johnson. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Thomas, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West. Aguirre against Bird. Malone trying to break free. Aguirre, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Wasted no time on that one. Now it's just a 3-point West All-Star lead.
And, you know, I like Jordan's shot selection here. Has a great understanding for when to fire.
Johnson, the pass to Malone. Here's Aguirre. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Aguirre's got his first 2 points.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got married last night. How about that? A big weekend for the DePaul product.
Now, here is Jordan. 30 points in the game. Ewing inside. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Here's Jordan. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Jordan's got 32 points.
And Jordan's jumper simply wet. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Up top, Malone. Kicks it to Johnson. Malone, a screen on Thomas. Johnson buried from 15 feet out. Johnson's got 6 in the quarter.
Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks.
And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. The West leading by 5. Aguirre with it. Shoots over Bird, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Aguirre's got his second basket of the game. And here's the East. Jordan outside. And that one, good.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The West All-Stars shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And it's English in for Aguirre. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Thomas. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jordan outside. Passes to Ewing. Outside for Jordan. And they double up Jordan. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
Shot clock at 6. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Johnson with the block.
Tell you what, the long arms and great wingspan of Johnson, well used and suited for the shot denied.
From deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the West All-Stars heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Malone is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Lever. Then it's Johnson, and it's English in at the 3 spot. The West leading by 9. Lever dishes to Johnson. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Thomas. The West grabs the miss. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And of the players in tonight's All-Star Game, Clark, 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
The East trail by 9. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for them.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Here's McHale. Kevin McHale with the masterclass on the low block.
This is the 4th All-Star game for the Celtics' Kevin McHale. Kids at home who want to learn how to score in the post, just put the isolated camera on Kevin McHale, please. Moves on top of moves in the paint.
And the East is trailing.
And, you know, a lot of these fans, Kevin, are really behind them. But in an All-Star game, I think they really just want to see highlight plays from both sides.
I know you and I do.
Yeah, I love it.
Now, here's Lever, following the miss by Michael Jordan. Bird against English.
You know, when you think of Alex English, I think about all of the buckets he gave me and everybody else during his time of ravaging defenses. He's a volume shooter and a big-time scorer.
The West All-Stars shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. No free throws good from English. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Jordan deciding where to go with it. Over Malone. Right block shot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And the clock not in Kareem's favor as far as setting this record clock.
And he's not even on the floor. The West has to at least give him that chance.
The East All-Stars have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
One shot.
Free throw good. Jordan. The West leading by 6. Here's Johnson. Malone trying to break free. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
One of Magic's favorite shots, the pull-up.
Timeout called. East All-Stars. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds that time.
And a misstep like this will not help things.
Here's English, and he lays it straight in. English has got the lead up to 10 now for the West All-Stars.
You know, there's been talk about adding a third referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Now a timeout called by the East. The East making a switch. Wilkins is checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly, with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the third official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
Right side, Thomas. He kicks to Jordan. Lever with the steal. Oh, and here we go with English and nobody back. Pass to Olajuwon. Again, the West All-Stars.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
Here's Jordan following the score by Hakeem Olajuwon. Bird sets the screen for Jordan. And it's Bird missing. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. A shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Jordan. Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. Jordan's got 39.
Love how Jordan uses his jumping ability on the offensive boards. I mean, this guy just does not give up.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Well, as you can see, when you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
For sure. I mean, playing loose can help you and hurt you. It can cut both ways. I think they've got to tighten it up a little bit here.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And you think about it, Justin Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this, that sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Here's what the East is going with right now. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Ewing. Doherty comes in for Bird. And Cheeks is subbed in for Thomas. So it's the West now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Outside for Lever. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Takes the hit and still makes it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good. Lever.
Fat Lever is not the biggest guard, but he makes big impact on the game because he plays with such intensity at both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Cheeks. Wilkins finds Malone. That one doesn't drop. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Lever outside. Wilkins against Worthy. There's the pass to Johnson. Malone, a screen on Jordan. Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Moses Malone.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
The West All-Stars shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Ainge is checked in for Cheeks. And West also making a switch. McDaniels checked in. He hits the second from the line.
You know, the combination of size, speed, and length that Johnson has really pretty unique for a point guard.
Here's Jordan. And it's a new single-game record in scoring for the All-Star game. Set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin. And it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. Johnson outside. Worthy trying to break free. The West again cannot hit. The East trail by 13. Jordan kicks to Wilkins. That one drops for him. Wilkins has got 6.
An outstanding finisher. Wilkins is at his best when he's attacking aggressively.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
A chance here for the players to get a much-needed break, catch their breath, and for the coach to make some adjustments.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Drexler's checked in. Johnson outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The East trail by 11. Pass to Jordan. Doherty in the post. Worthy on him. Doherty with the bucket.
And, you know, they said Brad Doherty was too soft when he came into the league. Well, an all-star in year 2 and now regarded as a top 3 center in the league. Well, sometimes they get it wrong in their scouting report.
And James Worthy here in Clark, his 3rd all-star game.
Yeah, I was part of the 82 draft when Worthy was the #1 pick out of North Carolina. He can hurt you on the block as well as in transition.
So refresh our memories. He was #1. Where were you taken?
I was number 8, Kevin.
That's right.
Number 8.
That's right. I knew that. I just want you to boast a little bit. And some changes here for the East. Ewing's checked in for Malone. And Larry Bird sub for Danny Ainge. And so Jordan will bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 11. The 10-footer uses the glass to drop it in. Jordan's got 46 points.
You know, because Jordan is so spectacular, sometimes his strong fundamentals are overlooked. And he keeps it simple. Why get fancy when the pick and roll works like that?
Now here's Drexler. Drexler glides with the greatest of ease. Phi Slamma Jamma. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athletes. The West leading by 11. Here's McDaniel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 14 feet away. Again, the West All-Stars.
And at 26 points per game, Drexler ranks 7th in the league in scoring. His Blazers playing catch-up with the Lakers, though. Their improved defense has helped them overcome some early injuries.
Now, here's Drexler. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. And Ewing sends it back.
Great at knowing when to time and go up for the rejection. Ewing, a superb defender.
Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Michael Jordan. At the elbow, it's Worthy. Drexler against Doherty. Tries again. In deep, Drexler drops it in. Drexler's got 6 in the quarter.
Drexler really clever in how to take advantage of opportunities he gets to score inside.
It's Wilkins on the wing. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Johnson, the pass to Worthy. Wilkins against Drexler. And they double up Jordan. Fade away. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Doherty.
And Doherty's so fundamentally sound as a pivot man for the Cavaliers. I mean, he's got excellent footwork, tremendous touch. He's a gifted passer. He's what you want in a center.
He's with the ball. The drive by Jordan. Michael Jordan showing the explosiveness that won in the dunk contest last night.
On the drive, MJ is so ferocious, he never even thinks about slowing down. Pedal to the metal.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. Passes it to McDaniel. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McDaniel's got his first points in this one. Johnson against Jordan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, this is why Jordan is such an effective scorer. Picks his spots really well inside.
Worthy feeling it out a bit. On the wing, Johnson. Drexler against Bird. 5 on the clock. Fires, high post, and it's Drexler missing. And here is Jordan. Non-stop scoring machine here. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight. 7 of 7.
Can we take a minute just to talk about the terrific job he's done at the line today?
One shot.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. West All-Stars lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
No good from Ewing. The West leading by 4. We've got Jordan. Doherty is out there with Wilkins. Then there's Ewing. And it's Bird in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. And so Jordan will bring it up for the East. Well, you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are graped up pretty good.
Olajuwon, no good. Lever against Jordan. And Lever pulls it down. Lever's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And Kareem at 40. Still handling his business, getting it done. 15 points a game on 54% shooting from the field. For a 40-year-old, that is excellent production from the center position.
English, he's checked in for the West.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Down the stretch here, the West is leading Clark.
Getting it done, handling their business in fine fashion, and tell you what, it's been a really entertaining game.
You said it. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Malone's checked in. No good from Jordan. The West leading by 6. Lever taking his time here. On the left block, and Olajuwon gets it to go on the assist by Drexler. Drexler's got his 3rd assist on the night. Jordan against Lever. Pass to Bird. This one for 3. The West grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Drexler passes to Lever. Back to Drexler. He dishes it to Lever to the inside. Here's Olajuwon. Olajuwon with incredible footwork for a big man.
Great size and scoring ability. Hakeem, a tough assignment defensively. Drawing whistles, drawing fouls, nothing new for him.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
the floor, Keem just doesn't have a physical advantage. He's also very mentally tough. He brings a lot of focus to his game.
Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
The vision of Larry Bird is not to be overlooked.
And after the Central Division, the Midwest has been the second most competitive division. Those teams are sitting at 10 games over 500.
Now here's Lever. Drexler, and he drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark in the Midwest, those Rockets are really making a push.
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers a run for their money.
Oh, yeah. Moses Malone. He's checked in for the East. Both free throws good from Drexler. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Jordan. Here's Bird. Makes it off the glass. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
I'm going back to the 60-something. You tell me.
Yeah,
I know you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right,
it's
of
Bill
course.
Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep.
Jordan passes to Jordan, and they pick up 2.
Really crafty play that time by Jordan. Good decision. The defense was locked in on him, so he gave it away.
Lever drives in. Olajuwon against Malone. Outside for Lever. Malone a screen on Wilkins. The West again cannot hit.
And Commissioner David Stern in the house tonight. Since taking over 4 years ago, he's done a remarkable job helping guide this league to new unprecedented heights.
Exactly. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Michael Jordan. Lever dishes to Olajuwon. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. One thing the league has done since Commissioner Stern has taken over, Clark, is really marketing the league around its stars. And I like that type of strategy.
I agree with you, Kevin, wholeheartedly. And what better time to highlight those great stars than tonight? Amazing talent, compelling personalities. The league is certainly on a great trajectory.
It absolutely is. The East trail by 5. Inside, and stolen by Olajuwon. Here's Drexler. Good. Great play by English to set it up.
Well, Drexler's so smooth, makes it look effortless, but he does have to get tricky inside to beat that contact.
Lever against Jordan. Malone sets the pick for Jordan. Over Lever. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
In a big moment, you go to your star, and that's what they did, and he delivers.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. Bird covering. And it's Olajuwon missing. And so Jordan will bring it up for the East. It's a 5-point game. Here's Doherty up and in on the layup. Doherty's got 4 points this quarter.
They found their rhythm now. They're in this game.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Lever, the pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Malone. Olajuwon can't hit. And here's the East. They're on a 12-4 run. A shot by Jordan, no good. The West leading by 3.
Already, they're over the limit. And it's so early yet. This could turn into a bunch of free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Lever. Johnson, he's checked in for Clyde Drexler. And Lever drops them both. And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 5. Jordan against Johnson. And the pass to Bird. The second effort is the nice layup by Doherty. Doherty's got 10 points in just the second half.
Tell you what, whenever Doherty steps onto the floor, you're almost ready to mark a double-double in the book just because he shows up.
Now here's Lever. Here's Olajuwon. That's in there. Lever with the assist. Lever's got his 8th assist here tonight.
As they keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
Down low, Wilkins. Good on the shot.
Well, Dominique runs into some tight defense, but sticks with his shot and manages to push through.
The West leading by 3. Outside, English. At the top of the key, Malone. Over Doherty. Malone can't hit. The lead really is up for grabs.
Yeah, each possession has an importance attached to it.
The shot by Jordan, no good. And here's the West with the ball. Now, Lever. Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Here's Malone. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And making his All-Star debut in his 3rd year in the league, Karl Malone, one of 4 players in the NBA, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Outside Lever. Johnson kicks to Lever. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Bird from the arc. The West grabs the miss. Malone's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Johnson. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Magic so adept at taking what the defense gives him. Nice shot.
They need to find a high percentage shot, Clark, to regain some of that confidence.
I think they've gone too long without seeing one go down, and that begins to mess with your psyche. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball, it's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Now, here is Olajuwon, and that one drops. And now a 9-point West All-Star lead.
Yeah, whenever Olajuwon has the ball now, he wants to take the defense to school, and I like his aggressiveness.
Bird left side, over English. And Bird gets it to go on the assist from Michael Jordan. Bird's got 4 this quarter.
Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
The West leading by 7. To the paint, here's Olajuwon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And now it's up to 25 points for Hakeem Olajuwon. Jordan the pass to Malone. Here's Doherty. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Going to work down low. Doherty knows his team expects him to attack on the block. That's just what he's doing.
Johnson finds Malone. And Malone with the stuff.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Jordan dishes to Doherty. Good ball movement here by the East. Jordan with the bucket.
Got to give Jordan credit there. I mean, he's got a knack for making tough shots in the paint.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
That should put a stamp on this one.
And here are the East All-Stars now. 9-point game. Malone outside. Over Olajuwon. The West All-Stars pull it in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson kicks to Malone. Olajuwon inside. Guarded by Malone. And he's able to get it back. Johnson surveying the floor. And the West All-Stars seal the deal. Mild underdogs coming into the game, but Clark, the night was theirs.
Yeah, you know, it's all about fun and games and entertainment in these All-Star games, but somebody's got to post a W. They said, might as well be us.
And the versatility was on display for the West All-Stars. Clark, a lot of interchangeable pieces.
I agree, Kevin. I like their young front court with Karl Malone and Hakeem Olajuwon. That's a powerful duo there. They just seem to me to be a little quicker and more aggressive overall.
This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching, and we'll see you next time.